At Strive, we are a fiduciary. So what does that mean? It means that we owe a duty of loyalty and a duty of care to our clients. And for today's purposes, we're going to talk about what this means for corporate governance. Under corporate governance at Strive, you can think about 4 major tools that we are going to use to engage with the underlying holdings in our index funds. There is shareholder voting, there are shareholder proposals, and there's then private and public engagement. Let's take those in order. Shareholder voting. In the United States of America, the 3 largest asset managers, the big 3, that's BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, they also happen to be the largest shareholders in many of America's publicly traded companies. And they use their shareholder vote to politicize corporate America in ways that everyday citizens disagree with, largely on policy and social issues that are better decided by leaders that are accountable to the electorate. At Strive, we are going to use our shareholder vote to depoliticize the corporate proxy ballot. We are going to use our vote to tell companies to build excellent products and services for their customers, to stay focused on their mission. That's how we're going to use our vote as a differentiator from the big 3. And so the other problem that we have with the vote is that not everyone is showing up to use their franchise. And so we are going to help you restore the voice and the vote of everyday Americans, because right now we actually have a situation where about 70% of retail investors don't vote their corporate proxy ballots. Don't worry. We get that there's an onerous burden in voting tens of thousands of ballots. At Strive, we're here to help, and we're happy to do that because we understand the impact that these votes have on American culture. What's the second tool? Shareholder proposals. Every year, about 400 to 500 resolutions are put on corporate proxy ballots by pro-ESG forces that, again, are then being voted in favor of very often by BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard. And there's only a handful of resolutions from organizations and individuals that are actually telling businesses to focus on their mission, focus on their customers, focus on their shareholders. And so this imbalance is creating some of the corruption that we're seeing in corporate America. So again, the first 2 tools are shareholder votes and the votes of shareholder proposals. And those are very, very important to American culture. But let me suggest that the other 2 tools actually have a greater impact on society. Those, again, are private engagement and public engagement. What does private engagement look like? Well, again, the big 3 are constantly interfacing with the companies which they're invested in, engaging on ESG issues that BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard support. Everyday citizens often see the output of that private engagement, but they're unaware of how it happened. And so let's take Bank of America, for example, or Salesforce. They both in recent years have debanked or deplatformed their own gun clients. And you know, most people would read this article in the Wall Street Journal or see a headline scroll across on the web and say, that's pretty strange. Why would you cancel your own clients? Well, very often it's because of the private engagement behind the scenes where the pressure is coming from these large shareholders to take these politicized actions. We will be engaging from day 1, asking companies why you're taking these politicized actions that your customers disagree with, that everyday American citizens disagree with. And we are going to depoliticize corporate America through not just our vote, but our voice in these private engagements. The 4th bucket is public engagement. And there's no better example of public engagement than what comes out each spring out of BlackRock. That's Larry Fink's annual letters to CEOs, where he prescribes to them the actions that he wants them to take. Studies show that many companies that BlackRock is invested in not only change their action, they actually change the language of their legal documents to reflect the values that Larry Fink is asking them to push. Strive, we will be engaging publicly with companies and frankly asking them again, why they are diverting from their mission. Why are they taking actions that everyday citizens and their customers disagree with? We hope you join us on the journey to depoliticize corporate America through our 4 levers of engagement, while always remembering that at Strive, our North Star is the stewardship of our clients' funds that is focused on our duty of care and our duty of loyalty.